Alright, and we're back. Let's go ahead and try to get this thing started again. Or as Wit would say, let's see if this thing works. There's the old Focus on the Family logo. And there we go. You know, that picture sort of looks like the Stratifier for some reason.
MC cubed? That's utterly ridiculous, Albert.
Who broke the
What?
window?
Who's there?
And Eugene could just push the hair out of his eyes to look.
What on earth? What is this? They could have simply mailed it. Your parents took something that didn't belong to them, and I want it back. What? Place the map in locker number 14 at the Campbell College gym locker room by Thursday at noon, or I will come after it myself. Don't try and
The
stop
art on
me.
this is fantastic.
A map of what? How could I be expected to take a map to the gym locker room when I don't even know of what map this letter speaketh? I have to take this to Mr. Whitaker.
Hi, this is Chris.
Hi, Chris.
And welcome to the Adventures in Odyssey interactive CD-ROM game. You're about to help Connie, Wit, and Eugene solve a baffling mystery.
And you guys, if you want, use the chat on YouTube if you want to talk while I'm playing.
Don't try and stop me. Mr. Whitaker, that last sentence is in all capital letters.
They were probably
Yes,
yelling.
I see.
The implication being that whoever wrote this letter is quite serious.
He is. You better make sure that map is in the locker.
Miss Kendall, that is precisely the problem. I have no idea what map to take to the locker.
You said this note came through your window?
Indeed, tied to a rock, no less.
This doesn't make sense. Your parents haven't been around for years.
Precisely. Both of my parents were lost on an archaeological dig in Africa when I was 7.
Asking for something that's been gone that long just doesn't make sense. Is it possible that someone threw the rock through the wrong window? I mean, your name's not on it.
I suppose it is possible.
Eugene, did your parents have any enemies?
I've never been told of any. I can't imagine my parents stealing anything. They were good people.
Even if there was some kind of mistake, we should investigate it. Sounds like
I
someone's
wonder who that picture is
desperate for this
behind
map.
Wit.
Indeed.
May I keep this note, Eugene? I'd like to do some analysis on it.
Certainly, Mr. Whitaker. And I guess the best point of action for me would be to go through the collection of memorabilia that I have from my parents. Perhaps something in there will give us some clues about this alleged map.
Good idea.
Is there anything I can do?
Actually, yes. If you have the time, you could search the internet for information about my parents' archaeological digs.
Oh, sure, I can do that. Where should I start?
Try searching in the Odyssey search engine for anything related to archaeological digs.
Wow,
or
Odyssey
the
has their own
Meltzers.
search engine.
Sounds like we all have some work to do. Let's see what we can find and meet back here when you're done.
And look at this here. This is where you save and load your games, and it's in the Harlequin Theater. So I've already got one save game, but I'm going to start from the beginning here. So let's go ahead and hit new game. And here you get to choose which one you want to do and get a little bit different response if you get if you choose a different character, but you're all going to play them eventually. So let's go ahead and play as let's go in alphabetical. Let's play as Connie.
Time to get on the internet.
Okay, I'll see you in a bit, Connie. And don't forget to use your datacom if you need to communicate anything to us.
All right. The Odyssey search engine might tell me something about the Meltzers.
Town of Odyssey. The two. Okay.
Huh.
It's actually kind of fun. Some of these things aren't related to the game, but they are to the next game, the Sword of the Spirit. Let's see.
Okay. Wow. They really think the Meltzers found the treasure? And they gave part of it to the museum. So what did they do? Run away with the rest of it? I don't think Eugene's gonna be too happy about this article.
And this is, I'm guessing, like a PDA. I think this was before smartphones really came out or were popular. I'm not sure if the iPhone came out then or not, but put this all in perspective, this game actually came out before Eugene actually returned to Odyssey on the radio show. So it's kind of weird. These games came out not too long before he actually came back on the radio. And also, again, because it was before he came back, this was before the search for his father started. So this game was actually pretty significant in a lot of ways. It gave us more history about Eugene's parents, and it brought Eugene back to us sooner before he came on the radio.
Wow. Okay. The legend states that the Incas hid part of their treasure from the Spanish explorers in the jungles of Peru.
In case you didn't notice, these magnifying glasses down here, those are like clues. In this game, when they all fill up, you can move on. And Connie's probably about the easiest one to do on this. Alright, let's go ahead and play as Wit.
I should take the note out of my backpack.
Yeah, what carries around a backpack? That's not weird. Alright. Let's see. Let's use a magnifying glass.
I need a closer look.
Use it.
Ah, well, that looks interesting. Unique handwriting. The beginning C's start out with a curl. I wonder if I could use this somehow. There could be other clues here. I should keep looking. Ah, there's something there. What is that? Ah, I'll need stronger magnification.
Yeah, not many people do cursive anymore. I do it for almost everything, but you know, nowadays this would be really weird finding someone writing a note in cursive.
This book could be helpful. This book might help me analyze the handwriting on the note.
Alright. I'm a little bit fuzzy about this. I think there's more you can do here, but I'm going to go ahead and play as Eugene if it doesn't finish. I think we may come back later, or I may have to come back to wait here, but let's go ahead and play as Eugene now.
Now, where did I put that box?
I think of this thing right here, he would have looked at it a lot sooner before now, but...
There it is. Eugene Meltzner, care of Theodore Mushnick, 1513 Moore Road, Arlington Heights, Illinois, 60643. That's right. My father sent me this when he was in Africa. It's the only thing I ever got from him. I don't believe he ever sent me a map, though. Perhaps I overlooked something.
And interesting, I didn't really notice this before, but he lived in Illinois.
What should I do with this box?
Open it. Anyway, I'm talking, Eugene. Don't interrupt. Illinois, you know, that's where one of the locations that we know the Odyssey might be. So that's kind of interesting.
I remember this picture. This is the last one I have of them. What was this other man's name? He was their partner.
And you can see a picture of Leonard and Thelma, and both of them have missing eyes. It must be genetic.
Oh yes, Carlton. Strange. I assume he's still alive, and yet I haven't heard from him since my parents were lost. I wonder how I could get in touch with him. He may know something about this map. I better hold on to this.
And yes, Eugene has a backpack too.
My mother's pen. You know, I never really considered this before, but a pen was a strange thing to send to me. Mother probably used this pen to write in her journal. I wonder whatever happened to that journal. Odd, the tip won't come out. Why would she send me a pen that doesn't work?
I could make a smart remark, but I won't.
Ooh, what's this? A note?
He has the most magnifying glasses, and there's very little you have to really do to find the clues in this.
36, 35, 55, 15, 39. Is this message a code? What were my parents trying to tell me? I should hold on to this. I should hold on to this. Ooh, what's this? Ah, the Meltzner logic puzzle. I remember. My father was always tinkering with devices like this. He really could have been an electronic game developer.
Who knows? He might actually be making this game.
It appears my only two choices are to play the game or quit the game.
And we'll be playing with this later.
Pleasant diversion, but I'm not quite certain how it will help me to find the map. Hello?
Hello, Eugene.
Yes, Mr. Whittaker.
How are you doing?
Fairly well. Nothing groundbreaking yet, although I did just find a note hidden in my mother's pen with 10 numbers on it.
10 numbers. Do you think they might be a phone number?
Perhaps. I'll give it a try. Thanks for the suggestion.
Oh, no problem, Eugene. See you back at the office.
Yes, sir. Goodbye. Could it be a telephone number?
Hello?
Hello, ma'am.
Who is this?
Yes, a perfectly fair question. I suppose I should introduce myself. My name is Eugene Meltzner, and I'm afraid this may be an ignorant question, but,
Did you say Meltzner?
indeed,
Eugene Meltzner? You're Thelma's son, aren't you?
I am.
I can't believe this. How did you get my number?
My parents sent it to me.
Where are you?
I live in Odyssey.
I live in Connellsville. I'm only a half hour from you. I need to meet with you.
I'm not sure I understand. Who are you?
My name is Andrea. I'll explain when I see you. I have something for you.
What?
Something from your mother.
How do you know my mother?
Please, just meet with me. Can you come this afternoon?
Where do you live?
4075 Papazian Way, off of Mission Boulevard.
I'll find it.
Great. See you then.
Goodbye.
You know, I never did notice that she sounds a lot like Audrey Lucy that plays Katrina now. And no, Katrina's not in this game. Yeah, you can dial phone numbers here, but that's really the only phone number you can call in this game. This thing here, you can keep track of your clues. It's not needed for the game, but you can add these to certain people to keep track of it, who you think did it, or what kind of information you learned about them. Okay, so I guess I was supposed to do some more with Wit. Alright, let's go back to Wit's office. Alright.
Let's turn on the scanner. Let's see what I can find. If I can just hit the right combination. Slide the levers just right. Let's check the brightness. Adjust the contrast. Geneva School of Archaeology.
Just the contrast on here. This is actually pretty cool.
What if I zoom in here? Let's make this larger. Samantha Mikos.
Alright, let's go back to meet with Eugene and Connie.
So, did either of you find anything else out?
Yes, sir, Mr. Whittaker. I've discovered a few interesting facts added to our common Datacom-based notes page. I found a picture of Carlton. I remember that he was my parents' partner. I found a game device that my father called the MLP.
MLP?
Meltzner Logic Puzzle. I found a note in my mother's pen with some numbers on it.
Oh, what numbers?
36, 35, 55, 15, and 39. I thought the numbers on the note might be a phone number, so I dialed it. The woman who answered was named Andrea, and we made an appointment to meet this afternoon in Connellsville. She has something for me from my mother.
Good, Eugene. Is that all?
It's all the information I've gathered thus far.
How about you, Connie?
I don't know how much it'll help us, but this is what I learned. I found that the legend states that the Incas hid part of their treasure from the Spanish explorers in the jungles of Peru. I found that your parents were searching for the treasure in Peru when they took off for Africa. Some believe they found the treasure and took it with them. Eugene, did you know that your parents' last organized mission was in Peru?
Well, how could that be? They were lost in Africa.
They were on their own in Africa. They left their team in South America after looking for the Incan treasure.
They just left the team behind?
I hate to say this, Eugene, but some people think they found the Incan treasure and then took it for themselves. That's why they ran to Africa.
How is that possible? It can't be.
It's just a rumor, though.
I can't believe it.
No one's proven anything, Eugene. It's probably
Wow,
just
Whit's
speculation.
hands are huge.
Right. I suppose there's no logical reason to believe such a thing.
Right. Connie, did you read anything else about his parents?
Not yet.
Okay, my turn. I found that the author of the note has a unique style of handwriting. I may be able to use that somewhere along the line. I know that handwriting can be used to identify someone. I found the watermark of the Geneva School of Archaeology on the note.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm not sure yet. I found the name of Samantha Mikos imprinted on the note, as if someone had written her name on a paper that was on top of the note.
Nice work, Whit. Looks like Samantha Mikos is the one who did it.
Now, Connie, we don't know that. Let's not jump to conclusions. Finding her name on the note may be
Whit's eyebrow looks
incriminating
weird.
evidence, but not necessarily conclusive. We need to dig a little deeper. Would you see if you can find any info on her online?
Sure.
And I should hurry on to keep my appointment with Andrea.
Be careful, Eugene. And I'm going to try and build a little trap for our rock-throwing friend when he comes to get the map at the locker.
Alright. Let's get the boring stuff out of the way. Not that Connie's boring, but her part of the game is usually.
Okay, Samantha Mikos. Samantha Mikos. Okay. I guess Samantha isn't too upset that the Meltzners are out of the picture. She's the top archaeologist in the world.
And look at this, we get a date, 1989. 8 years. Doesn't give like a real long time period of when Eugene's parents were presumed missing or died. But hey, there's a little bit of real time right there. Let's see. I've seen that one already. There we go.
Huh. She has
That
a
took a long
shop?
time.
Guess a frustrated archaeologist has to do something with her time.
Alright, let's go play as Eugene.
Hello, you must be Eugene.
Yes, and you are?
My name is Andrea Hiller. Come in. It's so nice to finally meet you. You
Wow, she had the
look
same
just
picture as
like your
Whit.
dad.
Miss Hiller, may I ask you how you knew my parents?
Thelma was my roommate in college, and my best friend, though I didn't see much of her once she got married and started traveling the world.
Did you correspond?
Oh yes, we wrote to each other quite a bit for a long time. She was very proud of you, but somewhere along the line, we stopped writing. I suppose she got too busy with her work. I wanted to give something to you. It's something of hers.
Well, I'd love to see it.
Let me get it.
I wonder if it's the map. Were you an archaeologist as well?
No, I wasn't. But your mother definitely reminded me that she was one. She sent me all of those artifacts.
Pardon me?
I never got to go overseas. Never had the money.
These could be Incan. Would you mind?
Not at all. Actually, I was expecting you to come for this years ago.
What do you mean?
Your mother gave this to me and said that you would come to me when you were 18.
18? Why would she say that? She passed away when I was 7.
Really, the story in this game is
don't
really
know.
in depth.
Is there something significant about when you turned 18?
Well, yes, they put a trust fund away for me, but the lawyer never said anything about you. Wait, the pen! The lawyer told me I had to sign for the trust fund with my mother's pen. I forgot about the pen she sent me. I signed with a regular pen. She wanted me to find your number when I was 18.
Yes, so that I could give you this.
What is it?
I'm not sure. It looks like some kind of journal, but it's written in code.
My mother used code? How odd.
She sent this to me while she was looking for the lost Incan treasure in Peru. She told me to give it to you whenever you came for it. I guess you came for it.
Guess I did. I'm very anxious to examine this journal. Perhaps I can come by some other time and we can talk about my mother?
Sure.
Thank you so much for holding on to this.
You're welcome.
Whit has some decoding software at Whit's End. It could make sense of this journal. I've got to find out what it says post-haste. It'll take too long to scan this whole book. I'm just going to scan a few pages so I can get started decoding. Loading the decoding software. This should be perfect for cracking the code.
I remember when I first played this.
Good-looking code. It appears I need to use the letters and knots given to figure out the missing letters.
I remember this used to take me a long time when I was... I'm not sure how old I was when I first played this, but it took me quite a long time, or a good
The
amount
color
of time.
pattern
for this
appears
one.
to be 6 red knots followed by 6 yellow knots. 6 blue knots must come next.
Let's see. I remember I was so excited when I
Color
got
pattern
this.
appears to be 6 red knots followed by 6 yellow knots.
I'd asked for this. It was at our
6
Christian
blue knots
bookstore,
must
and I
come
really
next.
wanted to get it, and didn't have the money. My parents surprised me with it. Came home and they bought
The
it for
Inca
me.
are thought to have used knots tied in string as a form of communication.
Let's see. I think a lot of the music from this game was from Odyssey episodes, but this one here, I'm not sure which episode this came from.
The meaningful macrame contained information and was called kipu.
Even now I have a hard time remembering what macrame means. Let's see. Right. And of course it changes from page to page, or paragraph to paragraph, or sentence to sentence.
Here I also have encoded my daily journal with knots.
Yeah, after a while this gets kind of tedious, but shouldn't take too long.
I have frequently changed the code to make it hard for anyone to read my thoughts. Only the careful and logic-minded may uncover the words that follow.
Alright.
Our work can be
There we go.
exciting, but it can also be dangerous.
Okay, this is probably the hardest one here, so it'll be a little bit more challenging. So A. I think that's information. Yep, it looks like information.
This journal will pass on information to you that will become useful.
Alright, 3 more to go. Ooh, it's another tough one. It's probably of... Let's see. Yes, people. There we go. You know, it's hard to think of commentary when you're having to think so hard. Alright. Right here, spelling out Eugene's name, it's almost like Novacom. The kids are deciphering that document.
There are 4 people you should be aware of.
Finally got the
Eugene.
magnifying glass filled in there. Let's see. That's probably Y right there. He's already taken. Of course, only fills in 1 letter. Okay, there's 1. Okay, there we go. That should help out. That might be hour. Let's try that and see what happens. Okay. Rules, I think. I'm not sure that's right. Let's see. Okay. Thankfully, it saves your progress with this. Just goes back to this one here. For sure, O is gonna be that blue one up there. I think that might be R instead. And it's only one, okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's probably one of the hardest ones on here. Aha, I think I got it now. There we go, Samantha. Samantha Mikos. R is going to be F. Unfortunately, there's no clear button. Let's see. Okay, almost there. All
Samantha
right.
Mikos is one of our rivals and is ruled by greed.
Okay. Definitely easier. Haven't used many of the purple knots. There we go.
Francisco Valdez may know more about the Incan treasure than anyone.
Alright, now I get to play as
I
Wit.
hope I have enough supplies here to do the job. Need to. That should do it.
This is really cool. This is actually supposed to be the new motion sensor. Oop, let's move it down here. And
Well, I think the picture was taken, but it didn't transmit the picture back to my datacom monitor. should do the job. Of course, it needs to operate from inside a package, so the person